All right, on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our smart contracts project. Let's have a look at what we went over today. Now, today I told you we're going to be starting our new section of the module, our reference type module, which is going to be the struts, new types, and strings. So now that we have our contract that is dynamic, we will want a way to assign these numbers to different people. This will be a favorites list of multiple people, not just ourselves. So what we want to come up with is a way to store those people's names. We actually already partially explained how to do that when we went over the struts previously, which is what we'll be using to keep track of other people. We're going to have an array of struts, which is going to be pretty advanced because arrays are kind of complex already, and so are struts. To do this, we are going to create a new type and call it strut person. Note, if we haven't noticed by now, this is the typical way we write our struts with the capitalizations and colon. And we're going to say that this person is going to have two things. It's going to contain their favorite number, which will be a type of UNT256, which will also be public, and it's going to contain their name, which is going to be a string with the 100-character limit, which is also going to be public. Now, the simple breakdown of a string is an array of characters or array of bytes. That's a simple breakdown of what a string actually is. So basically, when we see a string with the 100 inside of a bracket, this means that we have a variable with 100 or less characters, which will look something like this. So you have an example string, you have a string with the 100 inside of the bracket equals test string. So we're saying that our string here, which is going to be whatever we put over here in these two brackets, is going to be no more than 100 characters long. Now that we have our person struct, we can add my name variable, which will store the name of the people added to our contract. Next, we will add self.myname equals name. See favorites.vyper for full examples. So let's go have a look at that now. Like I said, we're going to do this piece by piece. We're not going to move all the way ahead. I'm going to walk you through it step by step to show you exactly what we're doing. So when we get to the point of deployment, you're not lost. You follow me along if you haven't followed me along. So let's go back up here. I think this is the one we're working on here. Yeah, so this is it here. So you can see we have the struct person, which has just two pieces of data. He has the my favorite number, which is a type UN256, and then he has a name with a string of 100-character max limit. So that's how we added the my struct. And you see we have my name here, which is going to be a string, which is going to be a person's name. But that's not going to be more than 100 characters long. And then we have that person's favorite number, which is going to be stored in a state variable called my favorite number, which is going to be a public type U56. Yeah, let me erase this because it's not. I can leave the 7 here. I just have the hashtag 7 here because that's what we're using to let us know that we're hard coding a 7 to our constructor. So every time we deploy our contract, it's going to be hard code to 7. It's not going to stay 7. We're using it as an example, and it got translated over into this new piece of code here that we were using. Like I said, we're just building on top of code that we've been doing already until we get to the actual piece of contract that we're going to deploy. Yes, so this is what it looks like so far, and we're going to explain every piece of this contract as we go further. And of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. But for now, this is the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.